Beautiful. And that's shoals. In fact, that's all 3 runes. Holy. How time flies when things are going well. I guess it's just back out to regular dungeon. We haven't even finished clearing our regularly scheduled dungeon yet. Holy moly. So I guess suffice to say, character going fairly well at the moment here. Did want to see. Okay, it doesn't look like we left D11 in a hurry. So that's fine. Oops, I also keep hitting the wrong hotkey when wanting to check in on our mutations here. Spells much harder to cast, much more powerful, that's fine. Still disarming opponents. Wait, what actually changed there then? Lost some more eyeballs. Got more smaller jellies, I guess. Oh, and the not control magic was actually new. Okay. Well, good to take note of here. I doubt we'll really be using magic while we finish off the last little bit of the dungeon here. In fact, all in all, this should be mostly a victory lap. And I'm hoping that it lives up to that expectation for sure, because it'd be nice to be able to take it just a little bit easier here as we just catch ourselves back up into the general groove of things. Which when I say it like that makes it seem like this is just the start of the stream here, but no, it's just that I always need to be eased back into it. Even mid-run, I'm already forgetting just what danger feels like. And that's always, in its own right, a pretty dangerous thing. Ooh, I'm pretty sure I saw we feel strong-willed. Holy... No kidding, we feel very strong-willed. How about that? Nasty taste in our mouth means we also got another kind of spit or something, right? Still have our cloud of poison. Maybe we lost the cloud of poison at some point, or it just got stronger. Regardless, that is a pretty wonderful set of mutations. Well, let's get into a hallway here. Slightly concerned about this son of a gun, but I guess that is what the dimensional bullseye is for. Beautiful. Holy moly. Don't know why that skeleton decided to be extremely intelligent here and loop around to ambush us from the outside. Holy moly. But no weapon, 25, with the polearm here, 34. I mean, this is probably going to have to be a teleport scroll that doesn't really take us anywhere. Let's try that once more with feeling. Okay, and then have to shoot the melee before they realize our presence, just because it gives us much more guaranteed accuracy on those hits. Beautiful, and then we otherwise should be able to clear these skeletons, no problem. Yeah, it was mainly just the barrage of combat there. In a game of attrition, we struggle. But otherwise, not too bad here. And guess that's the floor. This is definitely a bit of a weird D13. Not a lot going on. Excuse me? There we go. Auto Explorer just limping along there. Definitely struggling a wee bit, but that's fine. Oh, we got a stronger jelly. Right, that's if we take big hits, we spawn jellies out of ourselves, much like the royal jelly themselves, right? Beautiful. Quicksilver jelly on your side definitely makes short work at basically any enemies when we're still in the regular dungeon here. And Curari is fine, even a Cobalt Demonologist, no problems in my books. That elf is actually a bit of an issue. Don't know if this is better. In fact, it's probably even less likely to hit, but that's fine. Apparently, we still have enough firepower overall to get the job done. I do like that we just keep disarming our enemies too. Love to see it. And that's our vault's entrance. How about that? Beast Talisman, no thank you. And just keep our dead sprint through the floor going here. Ooh, hold up. Let's back up a moment. +1 leather armor. Specifically of cold resistance, so, you know, it helps out a little bit in that capacity, which we are definitely in a struggle zone for at the moment. I'm tempted to keep around our willpower rogue because I'm not sure how long our willpower mutations are going to last here, so there is a decent chance that we end up swapping right back into that son of a gun at some stage. That is fine. Not too shabby. In fact, that should basically be the floor taken care of. Holy, definitely on our speed strat era here. Oh, hello, Rupert. Just out of curiosity, how is the dimensional bullseye doing? I mean, not bad. It's almost beneficial that we're surrounded by a bunch of popcorn here, because Rupert themselves is probably going to be a fairly scary encounter for a squishy snake like ourselves. I'm just keeping a close eye on Rupert's health. Oh, Rupert's dead. Okay. Well, that definitely did kind of work out. Dimensional bullseye? Incredible, actually. Even better than I initially imagined. Ooh. I wonder if we can swap up to scale mail. I mean, it almost definitely slows down our attack here, right? Yeah, it goes to 1.2. Eesh. So that's a bit much, but at some point in the future that could be worth it. You know what, let's drop the artifacts can be safely dropped. So that is probably our best bet for the moment here. Son of a gun. Got an antenna back. That is not what we were hoping for. Oh, Jorgrun. Let's be slightly more cautious with you, my friend. In fact, you know what, let's dimensional bullseye you so we can take care of centaurs, while also hopefully dealing some amount of auxiliary damage your way. Fantastic. Holy moly. And then in we go. Okay, I'm standing on top of the main thing I want, so slimes won't be able to eat it. That's a good start, at least. A solid bet to begin with. And you know what, let's just drop the javelins. Let's drop the whole javelin act, okay? Javelins, it's not happening. Stop trying to make javelins happen. Ooh, +1 helmet. Okay, that's not better than our current hat that we have on standby for if and when these gosh darn antennas get out of our lives again. And otherwise, let's just sprint our way through, shall we? Spam that tab key. Beautiful. And, okay, this is our entrance to depths. Good to see ya. And that's it. Holy moly, that's everything for now. Again, even though I keep on commenting on how we're sprinting through things, it's still shocking to me every time I realize we're at the end of a branch. So, we never finished Lair 5. Probably a pretty safe bet to do so now. And then, will I bother with Elf? You know, I'm not too sure. We're actually doing alright for ourselves. I'm slightly worried about our cold vulnerability in vaults. We find a lot of frost hearts. We might be in trouble. But hey, I guess it is what it is. And we can burn that bridge when we get there. So let's head to Lair 5 instead, shall we? I said, let's go to layer 5. Let's go to layer 5. And this is my issue with antenna. I don't care if I'm sensing monsters nearby. Please just get me where I'm trying to go in life. Please and thank you. Let's also just quickly get rid of our exclusion there that was preventing us from entering the forest, since there's no longer really any reason to hold on to that same concern. Guess we don't need this staff. It's cool, so I wanted to carry it around for novelty's sake, but when you need the inventory space, I guess novelties are the first thing to go, unfortunately, as much as I hate to admit it. And not too shabby. Into the woods we go, shall we? Okay, even Spriggans actually going smoother than I thought they might, just because higher evasion I could have seen being a bit of a problem child as we got to this stage, but no such luck for our enemies here. Let's learn some more evocations, some more armor. And you know what? Sure, some more dodging as well. Let's just go all over the map. Not feeling too picky at the moment. Should have checked what you had. Okay, just Kurari darts. Again, that's totally fine. Don't mind that whatsoever. And then with the rest of these kiddos, should just be able to spam auto fight. And in fact, I feel like spamming auto fight actually went better than I was even expecting when I made that statement. So, love to see it. And it's looking like that is pretty much going to be the end of the road here for us. Just a few more dark corners to overturn. Holy moly. So, 3 ruins down. Basically ready to go. I think it is going to be vaults. I mean, we probably should go to vaults while we still have this ridiculous willpower, if nothing else. It'd be nice if the willpower stuck around the entirety of the run, if we're being honest, but unfortunately that's generally not how things go with Jiyva. Okay, dire elephants are a good little tester here, as being one of the enemies that's not that scary, but you find in decent numbers in vaults. Definitely a good sign that we're able to clean them up and take quite a few hits from them in the process without it being especially detrimental to our continued health and survival. All you can really ask for, really. And that should basically be our first encounter cleared up. Not too bad whatsoever. I was ready for things to take a dour turn there at any given moment, but fortunately, that was not the case. And let's dimension you, my healing friend. Beautiful. That's probably something that I should be trying to remember a little more often, to use Dimensional Bullseye, because it's definitely proven it's worth here, even in the short time we've seen fit to use it so far. 82% chance to hit. There we go. Risking it a little bit there, keeping our cold vulnerability on while fighting the Frostheart, but fortunately it went exactly how we planned and did not spiral into a horrifying situation. So, love to see it. Oh, I think I just saw we have genetic potential. Less strong-willed, fair enough. Normal consistency, oh, that's a shame. Oh, and we got double hidden genetic potential. And we got the willpower back. Hell yeah, brother. Oh, willpower forever. Have great hidden genetic potential. Aw, thanks. I don't actually know how some of Jivya's mutation baloney works with something like that, because it makes sense to me that Jivya will, take and give their own mutations at a whim, just rotating between them and doing all sorts of fun, silly stuff. Very cool and fair. Question is, if genetic potential gives me a mutation, does it get treated in the same capacity, I wonder? Or does that actually have some chance to give me a a safe backlog of mutations that aren't going to get overwritten. Guess only time will tell. I know, my guess would also be that they are going to be fairly impacted, or I guess equally impacted as with the other mutations, and so won't be too big of a difference at the end of the day. You know what, let's try a different stairwell. That seemed to be, let's say, less than ideal, to put it diplomatically. Okay, back into the general swing of things. +2 Arbalist of Draining. Well, that makes my job easy here. Definitely grab that son of a gun. Beautiful. And I'm not in a big rush to change gears or to switch into that draining. Okay. Less than ideal start to our horsey encounter here, but we were eventually able to rein it in. Ba-dum-bum. Bit of a hi-hat, and beautiful. No problems. Love to see it. Oh my gosh, they got the Convoke off. We had so many opportunities to fire on them there. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Well, Dimensional Bullseye on the Wizard of the group. That seems to be a fair assessment overall. And that is going to be a teleport for me, even though we might be able to just fight our way through that without too much issue. Rather be safe than sorry. So let's just get the heck out of dodge, reset, and see how we go from there, shall we? And not too shabby. Let's do Arbalist of Freezing again. I guess we'll swap out our existing one, though that one we should probably just throw away. I think I'm pretty happy to use our +6 artifact crossbow for anything in that department. Ooh, and we feel very robust, adding, what is that, 55 HP? Holy crap. Well, that's definitely something. We did lose some of our willpower, but that's not the end of the world. We had plenty where that was coming from. Antenna shrunk a bit as well. Wait a second. I can put a hat back on. Hell yeah, brother. Beautiful. What was that Arbalist? Just +0. And nothing to see here, folks. Okay, I now see what's going on here a little bit more clearly. This is an interesting little zone, gotta say. Oh my gosh, did most of you end up exploring around a ways? Ooh, and casting failure, definitely not ideal. Let's hit this golem with our Dimensional Bullseye next. Oh my gosh, and just keep putting on new targets? Okay, this spell is actually very cool. I like that a lot. Ooh, Ringmail of Cold Resistance. Now that's something we could check into and see if we're able to wear without restricting our ability with the Arbalist too much. Let's finish off this floor and then we can revisit that and see how we're feeling. Hello friends, dealing with anyone one at a time, pretty much directly in our wheelhouse, no problems whatsoever. Beautiful. So let's at least head to a stairwell, and let's take a peek here, shall we? Ooh, it does not affect our attack delay, and it gives us an increase in AC, so I will gladly take that. Critical almost like that's some dimensional bullshit, no kidding. I know, any other day I would have argued against them, saying that it's not that great of a spell from my understanding, but it turns out my understanding of a spell that I'd never cast even a single time wasn't great. That's also going to be a no from me. So we step down a stairwell directly into line of fire with a bunch of new friends. Ooh, I also don't like the Frost Heart. Oof. That's a problem. So, let us swap away from this now. Actually, do it, not that ring. Maybe that ring? Is there any other ring that even helps us? Not really, I guess. So, never mind. That at least gets rid of our cold vulnerability. So that's a start. Still gonna take more damage than I'd like fighting that son of a gun, but not the end of the world. Not too shabby. Let's just jump back into it, shall we? Again, Dimensional Bolt on the Crystal Golem. Oh my gosh, multiple Crystal Golems. Hello, friends. Let's do it again for this son of a gun. I doubt it works when they're not in our sight range, so I'm glad that they are at least poking in every once in a while, checking in, seeing how it's going. Oof. Well, let's take you upstairs. I should have checked what upstairs looked like before jumping to that conclusion, actually, but that's fine. It all kind of worked out for now. I'm going to Evocable Blink. Yeah, I'll put a slime between me and my new friends. And perfect. That does, at the very least, soften them up enough. Holy moly. Chainmail, again, I'm assuming is going to be much, much too heavy to be viable for us here. And I guess that means we just go to the only unexplored stairwell. Hopefully things are a bit quieter on this front, at least for the moment. Not too shabby there as we take care of everyone. Beautiful. Hello, my warden friend. Goodbye. We're back in potential trouble territory. Yeah, do you know what? Let's stop just running that risk for no real reason whatsoever. Kind of just pridefully sticking to my cold vulnerability ring for no real reason whatsoever. Doesn't seem ideal in retrospect. How dare you kill one of my jelly friends? Vengeance was swift. And otherwise, just basically spamming attack, even in that situation, which is where I probably should have been a bit more on the, I don't know, cautious side. Instead of just diving into it and expecting it all to work out. Could have definitely at least used Dimensional Bullseye to make things work. But hey, I guess it did all work out in the end anyway. So who can possibly argue that that wasn't, in fact, the most ideal plan? Just believe harder and hold down tab, baby. And holy, yeah, we're almost done. Vaults as deep as we'll be going here. Here, Distant Wind, I'm not feeling the Desolation of Salt. Not today, I don't think, my friend. Oh, and actually, speaking of the devil, that was the Desolation of Salt that we just passed by. How about that? Also, hello? There we go. I was wondering where the angel friend went. We will take care of them here. Just so we don't have to do so while frantically retreating our way from enemies in the future. That seems to be a good precautionary approach to take. Hand cannon of electrocution. So we're once again given an opportunity to potentially have a hand cannon. And I pretty much gotta try it out, right? It'd be rude not to. Can I kill a Convoker with Dimensional Bullseye? Not as fast as I would like, unfortunately. But I guess still does the trick, so nothing to complain about there once again. Oh, my poor slime buddies. Please don't hurt yourself. Daddy's fine. You don't have to help. I can take care of the Vault Warden. Please just stay safe out there, my slime children. Holy moly. Well, guess just continue the mad dash sprint that we have going on here. Beautiful. And yeah. Get you with a bit of dimensional baloney. And then we can hit our Sphinx friend. Perfect. And that should basically do the trick for that small section. I can't imagine there's going to be a heck of a lot left on this floor. Definitely not after we're done with it. We're being honest with ourselves. +3 Arbalist. It's okay, but nothing to really write home about here. Beautiful. It's funny because I feel like we struggled so much with our Naga hunters back in the day.